committed to interdisciplinary research and academic excellence, making significant contribution to geological and environmental science. Among his few important books, uh, this influence of probiotics in aquaculture is more important. I request all the participants to have a look at this book. So with this note, I invite Professor Abareethan to speak for this session. However, the format of this lecture would be this speaker is going to speak for 40 to 45 minutes, and then the question session answer will be taken ahead. So with this note, this session is over to you, Professor Abareethan ji.
Thank you, and good evening to everyone present here. And I'm very much impressed to associate with this academy. And I'm very much grateful to Dr. Anand ji and Gopal ji. I am Dr. Abareethan, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Government Arts College, Autonomous, Salem 7, Tamilnadu. Today, this 40 to 45 minutes will be having my perspective on the Dalit food culture. So, in that context, I'm very much happy to present before this August audience, and we'll have our discussions and the new insights. And now, before I enter into the whether my screen is visible or not, just yeah. Hope it is visible.
Yeah, it is visible, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So at that outset, I would like to tell that this particular research work is done with Vasundhara Devi, and this talk will have an insight on the stigma which is available right now at this junction. The culture of food is depending on various across the globe. There is a lot of difference in food, and there are different type of cultures available across the world. And this particularly the food culture is differing, and that we are going to have a evaluation. That is right now what is the status of the food and food culture, how it is affecting or how it is enhancing or how it is supporting our growth of human community and human enhancements. Okay, so this is my topic today is Dalit food culture and the evolution of millets in Tamil Nadu, India. Already I have given a paper submitted, so based on that, we are going to discuss today. First and foremost, in South Asia, we are having a lot of influence based on that. The cultural identity, we try to be very proud in saying that these foods are coming from our culture, like a French toast, something from French culture, something like that. In Tamil Nadu, there is a very underrated type of understanding about millets. The millets, which are historically central to subsistence and the traditionally as a poor man's food, now it has been underrated. So it is time to have a look about this particular food habits. The recent revival of millets as nutri-cereals and superfoods reflects not only just as a dietary shift, but as a complex socio-political transformation. So how come this food is going to have a socio-political impact? That's what we are going to have in this session. The study enables us to have a comprehensive knowledge about how the people all over the world they understand their food and food culture, and if you have the any transformations in getting or introducing any food to any other culture or any other community, whether it is being taken or not, it is being taken into account. So there is a stigma whether the food can be taken by all, or it can be taken by somebody, or it can be taken by only few peoples. So we have to strike a balance. So what is this food? How this is helping to keep India stable, and how this socio-political institution is playing a role, how to manage this food with the all the castes and how they can enjoy their power. So this is very much linked to power, and there is an exclusion of certain group of people. So we are going to have this in this presentation. I'll try to justify why we are having this type of stigmas and how to overcome those stigma, and how we can try to go deep into the society, and how to rectify the society and doctor the society to have a healthy people and healthy society, so that India is having a very good uh, rapport across the world. So as a food practice by certain castes can be, we can talk it later. There is a lot of things like purity and pollution, that how why people they try to, who is cooking the food, who is eating this, why I should consume this if somebody is having the food cooked, whether they are clean or not, whether they are polluting the food, or whether it is very good food or sacred food. So likewise, there are a lot of stigmas in this society. So as an act of awareness as well, there is social responsibility. We'll have a discussion today how to have the social control and how to exclude this particular stigma away from the society. Food reflects structural inequalities, reinforces labor division, resource access, social dignity. So everyday food practices, when you try to look into the caste system, there is a lot of things to be observed. So all this to be observed, and it should be analyzed, and then there should be some kind of solution to overcome all those stigma which is sticking in the society. So the Dalit food culture, which is emerging as an historical deprivation, it is not only limited to land, capital, market, not deficient, but ecologically adaptive and knowledge rich, innovative is also there. There are a lot of millets like ragi, kambu, tinai, what we call it as finger millet, pearl millet, and fox millet. They are very good in a lot of nutritive values. And the advantages is climate resilience and suitable for dryland farming, especially Tamilnadu is having all this uh, uh, millets varieties, and we have the climate which is suitable for millet production. Integral to Dalit subsistence system, they are very much after post independence, there are a lot of things to be noted. The policies, state policies, which favors only rice and wheat, but not the millets. Why it is so? Is there anything related to the irrigation expansion, subsidies, procurement systems, or public distribution system as we are following in Tamil Nadu? A result like dietary homogenization. What is that result? Is there any difference or is there everything is okay? So we are going to analyze it. It is the public distribution system is nothing but the ration system which makes or ensures the government is going to give each and every people, even the downtrodden people, the basic need, the food available to even the unavailable people. So the ration is what is going to decide the political system. So initially we had a lot of famine and drought. During that period, we had a lot of prices for getting the food grains. During that time, we have introduced the ration system, which made equal distribution to equal people. But right now, the public distribution system, there are a lot of things to be noted because that lot of things to be analyzed because you have to give importance to the people who is coming from deprived people communities and they have to be given the first preference rather than the people who can get their feeding or the food from any commercial places, they can be given just the other commodities which is not available across uh, for every prices or whether it is in good condition or it is a thing. So likewise, we have this PDS system, public distribution system, having the different type of ration systems for very poor people. We are giving a lot of commodities, including even the kerosene is also been given for preparing the food, and also they will get the rice and they will have all the other even the cereals, everything. So that means this so the political venture here is or the political motto is to make the deprived people to get all these things so that uh, they can also taken into the mainstream. At the other end, we have the other type of ration also, where only sugar is given for, or only wheat and sugar is given. So sometimes even there are ration systems where nothing commodities or nothing materials will be provided, but they can be taken as a residential proof. So all this thing, though they have the political scenario, but they have a strong relation with the society. The political the political baseline here is that they have to make even the poorest of the poor to get feeded every day. So that is the one of the best system which is happening in Tamil Nadu, and there only we have lot of things. Even the rice which can be given for making of idli or to make up rice for day-to-day food, they can be have different varieties. So they will have a ration of it and they will be giving it. So all these things made this particular things like how the PDS system is helping in making the I mean the downtrodden people also to get share equally with uh, with their full rights. Okay. So there they have given only the rice and wheat because that is produced abundantly. So that's the reason why our government is also concentrating on it. But where become that decline, where the people have got their sickness or illness or why they are very unhealthy because they are being given monotonous rice and wheat, which is not having that much of nutritional value. When you look into the other side of the food story, we have the millets, which will give lot of nutritive uh, uh, messages like even the pure millet or finger millet will have lot of nutritional content and which is very good for the health also. But why this governments or why this political system is not looking into this millet distribution through public distribution system is $1 million question. Why? That is the thing. So where the decline comes, whether it is reduced cultivation or loss of traditional knowledge, or is there any stigma attached to poor people's food? So decline in the social status or consumption, we don't know. So that is what we are going to analyze here. The millet revival, how to get this coming back of this millet to all the people can be done through policy promotions or urban markets. So many elite consumptions are going on. But how it is going to reach the downtrodden people? That's what we are going to discuss. So post-independence shift, there is a promotion of rice and wheat driven by irrigation policies. So many irrigation policies were framed and formulated and then executed. There are a lot of subsidies given, and PDS system was given a lot of importance. So post-independence shift is there is a it is going to get a lot of uh, uh, product like rice and wheats. So there is there any decline in cultivation? Yes, of course. The people, we have a lot of rice field, that means field and wheat field, but we cannot find any millet fields or farmers. They don't have enough subsidies or they are not even given enough uh, enough time for their things. Okay, so in that way we have the other things like some why that millets are taken as for nutritional food and why they are not celebrated as superfoods. Though right now the people they try to go due to diabetic and rise of a lot of disease and other things, the inflammations are all these things are nutrition to have an elite I mean eliteness. They try to celebrate millets as superfood right now, but whether that superfood is being taken in right sense or it is just for the sake of celebrating. So, who is benefiting from this millet revival? Are the Dalit communities recognized or economically included to have the buying purchase capacity or purchasing power? Is revival leading to justice or injustice reproduction? So, we have to look into this thing. So millet rival is not neutral. It is contains. It has, as I told, it is a social political process. It requires focus on recognition, redistribution, and social justice. It should not be given that millets and other things they are being taken by the market who are going to control the entire nation. So they are taking this as an opportunity. So they are trying to have a lot of policy decisions and other things. So without addressing how they are being taken into nutrition, when you compare the normal rice and wheat, when you compare the nutritional benefits of millets, they have a lot of minerals, vitamins, and whatnot. So they have a lot of fibers, and that is helping you to get your gut health a very good thing. So that is what we have to do justice for the entire people of India and all the across the world also. So dietary shifts are not merely about choices, but about who has access, whose knowledge counts, and whose food is valued. For Dalit communities, access remains constraints. Aspiration is shaped by caste mobility pressure. Stigma still continues to structure food hierarchy. Millet revival must move beyond nutrition and sustainability to include caste equality, recognition of Dalit food knowledge, restoration of access and dignity. So, in this uh, thing, I just want to emphasize that uh, this access can be this access can be given to all through this structure to have access to structural inequality. For many Dalit communities, millets were historically food of necessity, not choice. Limited land ownership, exclusion from market, and poverty restricted access. So they make all these hurdles. So even with agricultural modernization, state policy and market privilege, I mean, they go for rice and wheat, but they are reducing the millet availability. Why? Because they want to have a market, I mean, the commercial market or corporate market. So that we should try to have a look up on this politics around millets and how the millet is trying to make a difference in making the availability to all. So the elite markets, they are marketing, they are making it as a hype, and they are trying to have their own commercial advantages. So aspirations and cultural repositioning can be done, and moving away from millet-based diets associated with poverty and caste oppression. So we have to look into this, and dominant caste norm defines food like rice, wheat as symbol of status. But when you try to go for millets, they consider it as poor man's food. So we don't have take all this. So this type of stigma should be removed. So in the present, millets are being rebranded as superfoods. Why? Because lot of disease condition, lot of disease can be recovered or I mean, they can be made healthy by using this type of small change in their food habits and by taking all these millets and other thing. And they have their own roles in healing so that they can considered as superfood also, and also the climate smart grain, creating a new aspirational value, this millets. So, however, this shift is uneven. Dalit food knowledge is appropriated without recognition because of the stigma such tool. Because millet consumption, when you go way back, people used to call it as poor people food, but now they try to make this as a other way. They make the people who take millets, they are being considered as inferior. When you try to take any of any form of millets, any food in a food form or in a drink form or whatever it is, they considered to be inferior, and they try to suppress the communally, though that is one of the things to be looked into for removing all this disparity. So the caste hierarchy and notions are that is, as I said earlier, how whether the food is prepared by the Dalit people means it is going to be unpure. Maybe because of cleanliness or because of the caste hierarchy, we are not going. But it is what the society is trying to teach and trying to suppress the communities. So that is where, though the preparation of millet to have a good intake or a good taking of the food is very the process is very tough because to prepare food from rice, it's very easy. To make a chapati from wheat, it's very easy. But to make a chapati from millet will have a lot of things like they have to prepare the millets should be taken care even before the day, and it should be properly grounded and it should be processed. So it takes time, but that will that is going to help to get the maximum nutrition from from the millets. So like this, a lot of things to be understand at the millet, why they are being taken, why some communities they prefer not to take this because there are a lot of process to be taken. So they simply ignore it and they make a shame of it. So that is what we have to understand. So how this can shape food choice today, whether you are a vegetarian or whether you are a non-vegetarian. Because of that, the upper caste, what they think it is vegetarianism is ritually they think it is pure. But vegetarianism, we cannot expect almost all the. Uh, I mean, when going for very deep, we cannot get each and every vegetarian to have a healthy diet because the vegetarian pattern people like the upper caste Hindus, they try to have their food twice in a day, but they have to take almost all the vegetables, fruits, everything. But if they are not taking any other thing along with rice and with the vegetables and fruits are not taken or milk or even the ghee or a thing, they will have a lot of malnutrition. But when you try to take meat and meat food or non-vegetarian food, it will come along with all the things will be coming as a full combination. So there is a lot of disparity within vegetarianism and non-vegetarianism, and the people who eat meat, they are having a stigma. I mean, they are being there are a lot of issues related to eating meat of some castes. They try to suppress the people who eat meat just because of the smell which is coming away from the kitchen, or it can be like odor coming from the body. So even that is also not tolerable to some of the communities. So say there comes the rivalry. So the rival is making this vegetarianism as a mark of purity, and they try to dominate using this one. So this is what we have to look in this society, and we have to overcome all this stigma sticking in. So segregation is it is 51 percentage Hindus and 72 of Jains avoid eating food prepared by individuals from different religions and dietary backgrounds. This often leads to pure veg housing society. Even when you go in for the preparation of food for mass preparation, even that mass food preparation for a marriage or for a school for taking into account. In Tamil Nadu, we have a morning meal scheme. That morning meal scheme will try to be prepared by using mass food preparation, like employed people will be there to prepare the food, but it is not going to give thing like the people who is cooking. Everything is being noted, and there is a lot of things to be changed. So this aspect, whether if there are some uh, auspicious thinking that upper caste people when they cook, it will be having more purity, and it is considered to be very good for the marriage and other things. Yeah, likewise, in food prepared in a school, when the people, when the cook is from the Dalit community, they try to ignore the food which is given by the government also. So there are a lot of incidents which should be taken into care, and it should be eliminated, and it should be rectified, and the stigma should be eradicated. So all these things we have to take into account, and it's not only the diet of it is. They are trying to even consider the culinary, even the there is a food. If there is any food intolerance, or if there is any food contamination, it is because of unhygienic condition, or it can be from the ingredient. There can be, but they try to put all the blame on the people who cook, because they want to have some kind of control over everybody, and so all these things have we have to take into account. So there is a lot of things. It is hope we will all agree with the beef ban. So beef ban is the politically, it is they target beef and pork. I think the people who take beef will have almost all amino acids, essential amino acids. All the amino acids means essential amino acid, which is essentially taken to be taken by through the food. So that is which we cannot synthesize. So those can be, those amino acids can be readily available, and it is plenty available in beef, but they try to suppress all this nutritional value. The pork, which is very good for uh, all the digestive issues, but it should be properly cooked. Uncooked or partially cooked pork is not good for consumption, but this is very good for almost all the ulceration and other things. So all this nutritional and other benefits are being suppressed, and they are being taken, they are being treated as an ignored food, or they are the food which only the Dalits will be taking. So all these things, myth is there in the society, and beef is a very good source of protein, and it's a crucial protein which is or it is cheap and best also. So that is the reason why Dalit people used to have beef and pork consumption. But even this is being politically it is been taken into a thing, and there are a lot of violence, and of course law against cow slaughter and violence by so many. This is just a controlling of the society. So this is what we have to think about, and there is a shift in the lower caste are forced to adapt upper caste vegetarianism for upward social mobility. We call it as a Sanskritization. They think that they are when they take vegetarian, they are considered to be very good. Their society layer, they are think they are very good. So elite restaurants, when they try to go for, even there are days back where even the Dalit people were not entered or not allowed to enter into the restaurants where vegetarian is supplied. But now, due to a lot of um, changes and lot of awareness and lot of uh, uh, so many laws and other things, we are trying to have equal entry to all the restaurants. So there is a lot of other things also, even the intercaste marriages, women from marginalized communities are frequently forced to adopt the dietary habit of upper caste families. So this is one of the uh, women are being suppressed even using this one. So so likewise, there are a lot of things to be looked into this, look into uh, the society for the change, why this is happening. So we have to think, and there are a lot of things to be uh, taken into care. So before we take the discussions for after the presentation, I will like quickly I will try to see what is that gap, why millets are becoming costly. Because millets are considered to be the superfood or nutri cereal. Earlier, ragi or kambu bought locally at low cost, but now they are being value added as cookies, health mixes, organic packs. So they become very expensive. What's the result? Poor household cannot afford processed millet foods. Urban middle class consume them as lifestyle product and they feel very proud. So that is the status. So consumption gap. What's happening? Farmers are selling millet instead of eating them. So they have to be educated. A small farmer grows millets, sells entire produce to the urban market for better price, eats cheaper rice from ration shop instead. So what's the result? Producers stop consuming their own nutritional food. So rural diet becomes less diverse. Allied food problem. What's happening here? Millets are shifting from poor man's food to rich man's healthy food. Example earlier, we had millets as a symbol of poverty and caste stigma. Now millet dishes in restaurants, cafe, health cafes, gyms. They recommend millet dishes. Take millet this, millet that, millet, and try to include. So what the result becomes? Healthy becomes linked to the wealthy people. Health becomes wealth. Actually, there is a when we are healthy, we are wealthy. But now, even this healthy food becomes, or it is going to wealthy people. So we have to look how to generate wealth as well, how to become healthy also. So original communities are excluded again, but differently. So that's what I want to emphasize. The impact on nutrition, what's happening, millet are very rich in iron, calcium, and fiber, which is very important and it is this place where we should try to make why Tamilnadu and rest of India is having diabetic. Uh, Diabetic is a metabolic disorder, but when we have diabetic, we have to have control over the glucose and the calcium, carbohydrate, everything. But when there is a diabetic condition, there will be reduction in the hemoglobin content and calcium content. So we have when we want to increase or when we want to supplement a diabetic patient or a diabetic person, millets can be taken as an source of food because it gives iron, calcium, as well the fiber, which is very good for the gut health. So when our gut is healthy, we will be very healthy, and the gut health is very important because from my study, from my research thing, the gut probiotic bacteria, they when you have more and more of good bacteria in your gut, or intestine, what we call it as gut, that good bacteria will always, when we have very good number of good bacteria, it will always control the bad bacteria and try to eliminate the unwanted disturbances inside your stomach, and other illness can be avoided by increasing the good bacteria. How this good bacteria can be improved is by supplementing your food with millet, because they are very rich in calcium and fiber. Fiber is a source where probiotic will try to get. Probiotic is nothing but a living microorganism which is good or beneficial to your health and your body. So they try to get you the enzymes which are very good for your digestive process. So those good bacteria, probiotic bacteria, will grow abundantly when you have fiber content in your diet. So this will help you to understand how the Dalit people had their healthy life earlier, but not now, because they had millets in their day-to-day life, and they had lot of good bacteria. They had strength. They didn't have any type of diabetic, so they are not even malnutrition. They are very healthy, but now it is being taken away from those Dalit families, and this results to malnutrition. So there is a lot of things to be understood in this aspect. How this millet nutrition is helping everybody. It can be taken by not only the Dalit, anybody, but how that it has been taken away from the Dalit people is there is something to be noted, or it should be a thought-provoking thing. How we have to how we have to educate the Dalit family that these millets, though they are very cheap, they are very rich in nutrition. These are our traditional food. Why don't we take? We have to take. So all this continuous education should be given to the all the Dalit families, so that this stigma can be removed. So this contradictions and other things we have to discuss, and there are a lot of other things like farmers can earn more income, but when they go, if the millets are included in PDS system, poor household can get them at low cost. So that's what I told in the previously. I told that rice and wheat is given by the PDS system, but not the millets. So all these things have to be taken as a warning sign, how we should try to make the government to, or how the politics should move towards the food, how they can make the Dalit people to come as a healthy, or very healthy persons in the society, how they can try to be by consuming this millets, and how they can, even the subsidies can be given for millet production, or the agricultural practices, or a lot of researchers grants, so many can be given for millet production and improvement, so that will help to get an added advantages. So millet travel is not just about food, it is about power and inequality. So that's what I am trying to say. Military well turns a survival food of the poor into luxury food of the rich, unless access and equity are ensured. So, reclaiming how we can do it, the trend is coexistence of old and new diets. We can try to come from the stigma to have good values, and we can be pride in taking and have dignity. There are a lot of cultural identity, because lot of even when you try to preserve even the temple, that Kalasam will have all the millets, which shows the traditional importance, how they are preserving the millets even for years together, even in the temple Kalasams. So that crown is having all these millets. So that much of a traditional value is traditional and as well the in-depth knowledge of the agricultural society is having this thing. Okay, so we have to take some policy implication also, including cash sensitive policy, and entrepreneurs can be improved and or they can be encouraged and support Dalit farmers to have entrepreneurship skills and ensure affordability, protect indigenous knowledge system. So all these things we have to go into things. So quickly, I just want to say that a green revolution, the PDA system, the social mobility, all these things have given lot of insights and how this market revaluation, that is how higher prices makes the traditional consumer like poor people, how why they are not getting it. So all these things to be taken into account. And here the preparation of kali and cool, that is taking a jelly form or it is taken as a liquid form. This traditional food they try to be very even still older generation as well the new generation also they are trying to take kali and cool everything now, but they have to be given a lot of inputs about their millet, how they process the food is helping you to get diabetic, and how this millets, which are older traditionally we what we had as a food, how they are eliminating this type of diabetic and pressure. All these things should be educated to the youngsters also. So transition should be done, and that is what today's thing. And we have the other things like we have a lot of things to be looked at through the lenses of Ambedkar. So we have to think that equality is very important in the society to grow, and even the I mean that self-help group which they form as a local entrepreneurs, or they try to have their own self employability. Those this those type of system can also be included to popularize this millet knowledge to all the people, and their nutritional values and the traditional values can be I mean can be spread through even the self-help group and other NGOs, everything. So core contradiction is allied to appropriation. That is what we have discussed, and we have to overall we have to think about the nutrition and climate goals thing, because the millet is having a very good nutritional value, is gaining a lot of markets right now. So originally it was having nutrition, but it has been marginalized to some section. But now it has been realized, and it has been taken by only a few people of uh, few people in the communities. So it should be broken, and everything should be given to all. So in that context, we have to have policy decision, including the cash sensitive policies like which food should be or millets supplied through the PDS system can be done, and how the inclusive value chains like how the Dalit participation, market access, how they can increase their affordability. So all these things, like as I said earlier, school meals, instead of giving midday meal, they can include millets, so that millet production can also be increased as well. The health consciously, we can improve the malnutrition from all the growing childs. So all these things will make us indigenous, and even the human knowledge system can also be utilized, and they can try to get lot of things like commodification can be done, and caste awareness program like to promote justice. We can go for this food is for all. It's not only for certain people, and it is for all. That can also be propagated, or it can be given as a message to entire population. So if millets move from the plates to elite market without justice, this is revival or displacement. That's what I just want to ask. So as we all know that Dr. Ambedkar prioritized the total annihilation of caste, social justice and equality through constitutional methods, advocating for liberty and equality and fraternity, focusing on empowering marginalized communities, Dalits, women, and minority against entrenched hierarchical Brahminical structures. So we have to come out from uh, the caste way of uh, choosing the food, and how the injustice is given to the marginalized people, and how to liberate them and make them equal and make them to be the mainstream, or how we can try to make all to be healthy in this society. That's what our discussion is going to have. So thank you. With this thing, I just want to thank the organizer and all the participants and the persons who are going to have a discussion right now. I'm very happy and thankful to the organizers. Thank you very much. So with this, I stop my insights here, and I'm happy to have a discussion. Thank you.
So, so thank you, Dr. Abareethan. It's a really lovely lecture, and you have led us to a definitely new path to understand the various nuance aspect of this Dalit food culture, especially when we talk about this revalorization of millets in India.
Thank you, sir.
So, with this, I invite all the participants who have any questions. They can raise their questions, or they can directly ask the questions from the speaker, or they can also type their question in the chat board. So it will be good. Yeah.
Uh, Thank you, Dr. Abareethan ji, for your elaborated lecture on Dalit food culture and how millet has gone through cultural politics and the hierarchization of this millet food has happened. You may take it as question, but I'm just relating it. Very lately, I visited a Christian missionary college, and they offered me food which was made of millet, and it tasted very different the way you have been describing, but the taste that I had, it was quite different. So I completely relate. If let's say the class and caste is intervened into a particular grain as food, it changes meaning. It changes the class and caste relationships, because you identify yourself not with the grain but the product, the outcome, that is aesthetics of taste. So how do you look at the aestheticization and politicization of taste in food, Dalit food culture, and how it is politicized when it is adopted or co-opted or appropriated in upper caste food culture, like you talked about millet now being used into cookies, and these kinds of cookies are so expensive. And common millet use into food, or especially for staple food by Dalits. It was earlier so cheaply available, but now this whole commodification, commercialization of the grain has resulted into politicization of food culture from Dalit to upper class. I would like to know about it.
Yeah,
Aesthetics
thank
and
you.
politics both.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Sanjeev ji. As you said rightly, that like our national flag, green, red, and white, we have mixed of food. We are not against green or vegetarian. We are, but there are political move that they are against red, that is non-veg. So that disparity should be overcome. That is what I just want to. We want to be white with the moving bright with blue color of Ambedkar Sakram, we can tell, or wheel, which is blue, which is progressing. So we have to merge together all this veg and non-veg and green or red or to make any progress can be done by white people like us. White people has a heart purity as a mean of color of purity. I just want to quote as white. So this millet is actually the agricultural practices age old. We had a lot of millet variety. We had a lot of more than 50 varieties, but now we are not able to identify even the millet growing pattern also. That is one of the stigma which is there, and there is no proper subsidies, and there is no proper guidance for the nowadays farmer how if there is any type of when they are growing in the agricultural field, if there is any pest infection or if there is any kind of diseases, how to overcome that, we are not able to do it right now. But in the earlier days, they had the opportunity to make use of I mean, the neem plant leaves and the nuts, which is used as a natural resistive against the disease causing bacteria and viruses as well, the other things which made the agricultural practice very easy in the olden days. But right now, instead of giving this education and other things, the people are given subsidies in the name of fertilizer subsidies, and they are polluting or they are making the land infertile and making even the food somewhat under nourished or under nutritive value. Because when we grow millets using the natural bio fertilizers, they will have very good nutritional value. But even the government is when they are giving fertilizers, farmers are tempted to get their fertilizer and they just want to increase the thing, like they increase the production. So in that way also, that is one aspect of political side. And when we go for millets, millets are having a very, though they are very small in size, they have very big in nutritional as well. They have very good source for minerals, vitamin, as I said earlier, and they are very good for probiotic way of taking food. When we try to take some, say for example, kambu or finger millets and millets, when they try to take as a liquid portion, like when they try to include a buttermilk, they try to improve, I mean, multifold the nutritional value, because they try to have the fibrous content enriched, and that is going to get more accumulation of good bacteria in your intestine for more time. So that is where we have to understand how millets are very good for the people. It's uh, just uh, there are a lot of nutritional comparison study where our even the for example the basmati rice, we have the smelling of basmati rice when you try to smell or when you try to take food from basmati rice. We have lot of aroma in it because of aromatic acids, aromatic amino acids. I mean, those are very essential for your grow. I mean, your health. So that much of aroma or good amino acids. All amino acids are good, but essential amino acids which should be taken through the food can be taken from basmati rice and but when we try to take normal rice, it is not going to get that aroma. So there is a difference in even that. When we try to take, I mean, the basmati rice, we have a good way of taking the aromatic amino acids in good number. But when you try to take normal rice, it is not, we are losing some of the amino acids. That's all. So white polishing also, it is eliminating all the amino acids. But here, what is that to protect that millet? They have the outer surface with a lot of rigid outer shell, so they should be polished and that should be ground. That for can be used and that can be used for so many purposes, like not only food, as a snack, or it can be taken as a healthy drink. And there sometimes some food can be used as a therapeutic also. So to gain weight or to lose weight also, some of the millets can be taken in combinations. So everything is there. That knowledge, that traditional knowledge as well, latest scientific knowledge should be thrown to the society so that everybody will try to move towards millets production as well consumption. So in that way, I think millet will give a very good insights, or we can have lot of uh, good thing when we try to have millets. So I think
Yes,
Sanjeev ji
yes, very interesting.
have
Yes.
answered, or if you have any.
Yes. If I'm allowed, I also want to ask one more question.
Yes,
This is again related with certain references. There are certain varieties, not are, but they have been, and now they are almost extinct in
yes,
northern part of India, like kodo and sawa and different other varieties of millet. They were there when our grandparents they were doing agriculture, and because families were small and patches of land, they're very less, so they depended on that particular grain. Now these grains are lost, especially these varieties are lost, and they have just lived into the cultural memory of Dalits and, let's say, the communities, specifically lower backward classes. They consumed that food, let's say, variety or grain, and now they're lost. And unfortunately, they are not documented into any form, like in, let's say, cultural songs or writings or archives. And in that way, they will be forgotten. So, how do you view different food greens which were directly associated with the Dalit food culture? And now they are lost. And because of this cultural politics specifically, they were not consumed by upper caste people, and therefore they don't bother to document them.
yeah.
After a generation, they would be lost, and they are already lost, but they will be forgotten. So, how are we going to look into the future when we associate cultural memory of food with the past food practices, especially in terms of these varieties of millet?
Yes. Uh, there are a lot of literature saying, and Tamil literature is having a lot of quotations or writing about this millet usage and how they cultivate. That is going to help when we try to look back the educate when you have Tamil literatures, and not only Tamil literature, even the other literature is having lot of evidences how they have grown and how to preserve all those things. So we can try to maintain and try to make an awareness about that one. The lack of awareness about the nutritional value and how to the nutritional value, that lack of awareness about nutritional value should be educated. That is number one. And the why we are not able to get greens as earlier means because the field, the paddy, I mean the agricultural land has been polluted by the fertilizers. As a green revolution, we try to improve or increase the production, but we have unluckily we have lost the I mean fertility of the agricultural land. So that should be taken into account. And we have a lot of climatic issue also. So climatic issue is one of the reason why this millet cultivation is abruptly it has been stopped or it has been reduced. So that is the thing. And apart from that, we have a lot of study going on in millets and millet related using other, I mean, agricultural universities or in Tamil Nadu, we have a Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, which is taking care of all this scientific innovation and scientific documentations. So that will try to keep as it is the I mean that how this millets can be conserved for the future. And the other side, a cultural aspect, as I said earlier, I think I said that in temple they try to keep uh, in the uh, in the Kalasam, the temple tower, they have the Kalasam that will have a mixture of all this millets. Why they have done is why they have kept that in highly, in that during Kumbhabhishekam, that why they are keeping is so that even during drought or during rainy or flood or something like that, even that millets seeds will be that mother seed will be protected, and even with that the help of that small mother seed we can try to propagate or we can try to make more and more of uh, more varieties even during drought or during flood also. So they have preserved in that way. So this is a cultural aspect of it. So apart from that, when you try to go for commercial point of view, when you try to have a 1 kg of ragi and try to make some cool or something like that, they can try to dilute it with the buttermilk as they want, like that 1 kg of thing can be, if they keep a shop for food, drink, or a snack or something like that, they can try to give to many people because that much dilution will not reduce the nutritional value. That is the thing. And apart from that, millet is though it is very rich in fiber. That fiber, if the fiber is more, also there is a risk of getting ulceration. So to avoid that ulceration, only we are mixing it with buttermilk. That is the thing, and buttermilk will try to have good bacteria. So that is going to help you to grow more good bacteria in your intestine. So that is how the knowledge system they have used. They might have given the millet with the water, but what is the use of just dilution only will be there. But when they dilute that same millet with buttermilk, they try to enhance or try to add the nutritional value, and also to make a person healthy, they try to add. This knowledge system should be shared to everybody. So that's what I think.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Abareethan.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Sir, I'm
Sir,
Venugopal here. Am I audible?
yeah. Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Sir, I'm Venugopal. I'm an English teacher in Coimbatore, sir. I'm from Coimbatore. Nice to see you, Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Abareethan, sir.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
So it's wonderful. Really, it's mind-boggling. But all of a sudden today I saw this and I joined in between. Before that, I talked to our Gopan sir. Okay, sir. Sir, I'm in city Coimbatore city. No, we been not used to this kambusolam or something that millets. No, sir.
Yes,
You know
sir.
that the modern middle class is using only rice, right, sir? In our place
Yes,
and
sir.
all, only rice, and we
Yes.
use wheat rarely for chapati and all. So
Yes, sir.
now it is forgotten. But I remember I'm now 50 plus. I
Mm.
remember before 30 years before in my household that we had ragi kali, that is
Yeah.
ragi paste.
Yeah.
Our North Indian friends may know
Yeah.
that it the ragi will be ragi will be made it as a ball, sir. So for
Yes, sir.
the others, I'm telling it's sir. I'm how many of us from this place, sir? Sir, you are from Salem and I am from Coimbatore.
Uh,
Others almost from
Others are
other
North
states. They
Indian. Yeah.
not so they will not be able to understand Tamil. Sir,
Yeah.
I would like to tell you that in our place in Coimbatore, that is Tamilnadu. It is neighbor state for Mr. Abareethan sir. There in our household we have ragi which will be mixed with water and made it as a dough. Dough, you know, sir, that yeah, circular shaped dough, right? In that we use previously two things, either the kira, you know, sir, the spinacs are added, or else sometimes beef or mutton also added. Like that, it was happening. But nowadays, it's not there. That's what the core point of your lecture today. How we can educate people, how we can make people that they should come back to the olden days, like using more millets and whether any propaganda. One question that, sir. The other question is how it comes, sir. Why it has gone like that? Even you are telling that even poor people, the rural people have stopped using this, right? No, sir,
Yes, sir.
because in ration they are giving only that. And apart from that, one more point I got from you that now rich people, for example, people say so-called higher class, so-called high class, those people are using this. They made it to their departmental stores, the menu in the restaurant, like that it has gone. So whether it is planned or it is naturally it has come, sir. What happened? I
Yes,
think
sir.
I have given.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for a very in-depth question, sir. It's very.
Yes, sir.
It is what I'm trying to tell. Okay, so we used to have a ragi ball that locally that is
Yes, sir.
having with along with the spinach and our beef we are taking is we are trying to make that palatable number one, and also we are
Mhm.
trying to supplement that
Mhm.
spinach is will try to have some more fiber content and all the vitamins and mineral content, so altogether, we have a balanced diet. That is the point one for spinach. In beef, we have a lot of amino acids and other things, which is a very good source of protein. So again, protein with the fiber will is a very good for health point of view. So that is the reason we try to take this as a thing. And why this is even we can try to take with uh, so, I mean, I will come on. Ragi
Yes, sir.
with the buttermilk and other things, as I already
Yes, sir.
told.
That's mhm.
Yeah, we have the onions, small
Yes,
onion
sir.
and big
Yes.
onion. We know that Bellari. So this
Yes, sir.
small onion, they have very good source of minerals. So with
Okay,
that
sir.
only, we, in the earlier days when they have this type of ragi, they try to take only small onion and if possible, they try to take green chilies, which are very good in
Green chili. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
vitamin C, which is very
Yes, sir.
very essential. So
Mhm.
all these things will try to give or provide almost all things for your body because
Mhm.
they give This ragi will have carbohydrate as well, protein as well. The spinach combination will try to get minerals and vitamins. And apart from this, we have included this green chilies, which is a very good source of vitamin C, which is a very good source of antioxidants. And we have lot all the combination in one place. So
Mm.
this should not happen. That's what the drug industries are taking care. So all
Yes, sir.
this medical field, they try to make this as a way. So initially we had a lot of varieties, even rice varieties also. We had a lot of varieties like IR 20, Ponni, so many things are there.
Yes,
But
sir.
now it has been limited because of the because they are not going, they are not getting yield as they expected. So farmers are being preached by the government to utilize the fertilizer, and they try to subsidize the fertilizer, and they try to make the farmers to use for chemical fertilizers and reduce the nutrition. That's what from my
Nutrition.
perspective. So that should be avoided, and that should be eliminated by introducing the natural way of doing agricultural using the biofertilizers. And lot of scientific innovations are there, which we try to get to enhance the vision and other things. We have golden rice technology, second golden rice technology, where vitamin A will be enhanced with that rice that can be given and the ration, so that vision problem can be, or vitamin A deficiency can be rectified by to this with golden rice thing. But these scientific innovations and all these scientific things are not given proper entry into the society. That is a political agenda, maybe. That is so. Instead of giving uh, when we compare the whole of India, we have a lot of wheat consumption and rice consumption, but it is not the other mixed diet. So all
Yes, sir.
this where they have led us, they have led to the disease condition like BP and sugar and lot of other complications. So now what they are trying to, what doctors now they are preaching, try to take some millet along with this. Along with this, you try to take medicines. So this is a planned agenda. That's what we can understand. So to overcome all these things, we have to educate the nutritional value of millets and how cheap and best we can try to access them. And it is very prominent in India to grow millets, where the other countries they cannot have because of climatic conditions. So we have to encourage our agricultural farmers to have millet cultivations in good numbers or in more quantities and other things. So that is what from my side, sir.
Thank you, Dr.
Th-
Abareethan, sir. I
Thank you, sir.
understand that you have more insights to give us. The time is not sufficient enough. I think. Okay, sir. Well,
Uh,
sir, just
uh,
for what your clarification is very good, sir. But I want to share you one more thing, sir.
sure, sir.
Now it is summer, April, May. We in our Tamil Nadu, we can see the roadside. The small vendors used to sell the kambu, that is a millet.
Yeah.
Then, as you told, buttermilk and small onions. They mix it in a pot, and they used to pour it in a glass, and they sell it for 20 rupees, 30 rupees, like that. We used to do. We used to have, even myself or you, whether any person. But yeah, I've been to Uttar Pradesh, sir, Lucknow. Near there is a place called Hardoi. I lived there 2019 to 22 as a teacher. There worked there. So apart from that, in Madhya Pradesh, 2015 to 17, 2 years I've been there. So there, the summer will be double. It will be
Yeah.
double
Yes.
scorching
Yeah.
than in our place. But
Yes.
there, I didn't see such foods, sir. That buttermilk with
Yes.
our compound, no, sir, millet.
Yes. Yes.
Such things are not there. Our North Indian friends can tell. whether it is there, because in my experience there, I have never seen that. There, people use ice, no sir, the stick ice,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
cool drinks. Only they take much. Why it
Yes.
happens? Whether I am ignorant to that. In my locality where I lived, maybe I would not have seen, but that culture is there or not. Even in summer, such buttermilk, millet with that, whether they are using in North India, whether you have any idea, sir?
Sir, in Punjab, they used to take ghee. So that is
Okay, sir.
trying to compensate that heat factor. So
Oh,
when
okay,
they
sir.
have wheat, which is a heat, wheat is
Yes, sir.
also produced because of heat. So that is
Oh,
been
okay.
mildly taken by the
Mm,
ghee. So they try to
mm,
have a they strike
mm.
a balance with the ghee, sir. That's the reason they are not able
Yes, sir.
to, they are not going
Yes.
for this one. So if
Mm.
there is any other, we can discuss.
Sir, with the other friends, can we have a clarification whether they
Yes,
have
sir.
such a liquid food
Yes, sir.
during summer? My dear friends, others, can you give an opinion whether such things are there? Buttermilk, millet during summer to sell and take with onion. Anybody can give? Sir, you can put a word.
Yeah, sir, I think sir have given Venugopal sir have given lot of insights. So thank you very much, sir. And uh, as a uh, concluding remark, if there is any other suggestions to make millets to popularize, how to popularize millets, how to make us healthy society, and how to make India healthy. If anybody is in this, uh, I mean, in this presentation, if there anybody is willing to share their insights, we are very happy to learn from you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
Sanjeev sir, that Sanjeev sir, he was talking about that. No, at least he can give
yeah.
that. So, Mr. Sanjeev sir, you talked. You understand my question, sir. I want to clarify that whether such food is available during the April, May summer season, whether they are taken there. Otherwise, why it is not? Because that is a good supplement for reducing heat. Is sir available? Whether he left, sir?
Sir is not available, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sanjeev sir is not there.
So actually, I guess Sanjeev sir has left the meeting.
Oh, okay,
He
sir.
must be
Okay, sir.
having another meeting. So as your questions, I have a very small insight in some parts of in some cities in Uttar Pradesh. We do have some sort of sattus, liquid sattus, and this
Okay,
sell it,
sir.
vendors kind
Okay.
of thing. So
What are the
this helps
ingredients,
us.
sir? That
Yeah.
what are the
So just
ingredients?
like
What they put in that?
it is just like a barley
Oh,
and
barley. Yes.
some gram.
Yes, sir.
It's a mixed flour
Yes,
and
sir.
some coarse cereals are there.
Okay,
So
sir. Yes.
it helps means reducing this stomach
Yes, sir. Because
hotness and other things.
barley is cool only, sir. You're right. Barley is
Yeah,
also a
yeah.
cool millet, right? Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
so
Thank you,
this
sir.
is the only thing as compared to this in South India, we don't have such rich millet things in our
Hmm.
region.
Yes. Oh, maybe,
So
sir. Maybe, sir.
yeah, it's a great having you people, and your critical insights helps a lot, and definitely
Thank
will
you, sir.
it will helpful for others speaker as well. So with we do have a lot of questions actually in my own diary, but time doesn't allow actually. So there is
Yes, sir.
only one thing I just would like to ask Abareethan ji. As you mentioned that there is central paradox of the millets. On the one hand, the millets is being celebrated as the superfood. But on the other hand, the originators, the cultivators of the millets are being subsided or marginalized. So just I would like to ask what particular mechanism works behind this paradoxical irony of millets? If you do have any clarification, it would be good, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Actually, superfood is being told by the people who are rich, those who are affordable, those who made millet very costly. Actually, it is cheap, but due to commercialization, as well, they want to have differentiation between the society and the thing. That stigma made that poor cereal or that poor millet to be costly by the people who have made this as a superfood. They call because of expense as well. They know they came to know the nutritional benefit. Say so they tried that superfood should not reach the poor people. So I think you got the
Yes, sir.
thing. So poor people, they should think that what they are eating is rich, but they try to consider that what they are eating is poor. That is the poor man's mentality. So
Exactly,
that is
exactly.
what the irony.
Uh-huh.
So that's
So,
it.
is there any particular mechanism that intends this irony or paradox? What do you
It's
think?
thing is the production have come down, sir. That is number one. So when there is demand is high, they utilize that demand for commercial purpose. That is number one. And number two is they try to make this as a political agenda. So those who, I mean, there is a lot of I think like if the government thinks they can, if the people should be nutritional, they will try to grind all the millets and all the rice and wheat also and given as a powder form as a healthy drink mix to each and every one through ration or PDS. But whether they are giving it, the government, if they try to think, if they don't want to have any diabetic patient to come rise, they can try to uh, give through the ration not only the rice, wheat, the cereal. They can try to give all this millets also through that. So the government should take a step or initiative, and they should try to give they should try to take a step so that even the millets should be given through the rations and it should reach the poorest of the poor so that healthy society can be taken. So the superfood will become available to everyone. So that superstitious belief that these are poor men's food will be eradicated.
So, thank you, sir. It's really a very lovely conversations, and I have learned a lot from you. And definitely in future, we are going to have more and more series of
Thank you,
lectures.
sir.
Definitely, it is helpful for all the audience here. So, there's one suggestion.
Yeah.
I Though I am very tiny scholar, I don't have much to say about all these things. You are expert of all these things. But when you're talking about this stigma, how this stigma has been attached to the Dalit millets production and all, so I think there should be some sort of clarification, what frameworks or clarification on the frameworks that eliminates the stigma, how this stigma become a kind of adjacent for the Dalit community. It would be good, I think, for your paper. So definitely it would be really enriching for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you very much. With this note, I would like to invite Kundanji for proposing formally auto of thanks. Kundanji.
Thank you, Anand sir. So, on behalf of Satyasodhak Academics, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Abareethan on behalf of our Satyasodhak Academics team. Sir, you have talked deeply deepened our understanding on the topic of intersection of food culture and the social justice and the politics behind millets. You have also talked how millets has been stigmatized, how millets reflects the structural inequalities among the societies. You also have talked about the agricultural shifts in the around the millets and why there was the decline of millets in some sort of time and later on it has been commercialized. I have also talked about the core paradox behind the millets and explained the caste equalities. So, on behalf of Satyasodak Academics, I extend my sincere gratitude to you, sir, for this lecture, and my heartfelt thanks to all the participants joining us, mainly attending this session and mainly making this session very meaningful. We will be continuing this lecture on our YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page. You can also follow the Satyasodak Academics page on the Facebook. And further, we will continue to have some serious more lectures on this. So thank you so much, sir, and hope we'll continuing this lecture and we will have more insights on your behalf on this lecture series. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And to have balanced society, we'll have balanced diet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much,
Wonderful,
sir. Thank you,
wonderful,
sir.
sir.
It's a lovely talk.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.